thought that the world is your oyster. Anyone?
Yeah.
You can go and achieve whatever you want. Well, I wanted to change the world with my pain. I wanted to turn it into something meaningful. I wanted to use my speaking and my activism and my campaigning to change this world. Unfortunately, working with the last government and this current government, I've literally had the door shut in my face. So I feel that this world is not attainable at the moment. However, I like to flip things. I thought I would make my world a bit smaller, just bring it to this room, bring it to one table, and then just one person. And then hopefully you, as a person, will go back to your families, your communities, your network, and share my message. And that way we can send the ripples out into the world. And we will see the change that I want to see. And hopefully you will as well. So I use my voice and my lived experiences to make change happen. I raise awareness, I educate, and I make sure that no one who comes to listen to me leaves without understanding exactly what they need to do to make this world a safer place for children and young people today. Now, I worked at the Priory Psychiatric Hospital for 12 years as business manager, and then I went and worked with the patients. And I wanted to know why those people were in the hospital and I wasn't, because I'd been through a lot of stuff. And it was because I knew a lot more about trauma and healthier coping mechanisms. I didn't turn to drugs or alcohol. Unfortunately, I went the other way, overworking, people-pleasing, over-exercising, yeah? So my charity is all about trying to rebuild self-esteem, letting people know that what they've gone through was not their fault, okay? And then showing them healthier ways of recovery rather than self-sabotage and more self-harm, because they don't deserve that. They deserve the best.
Classic example. It made so many strong recommendations. Nothing's happened, or little has happened.
So public inquiries have their place. They give a voice to the voiceless. They shine a light on what is actually happening. It shows the scale, the scope, it shows the challenges, it shows the failures, and it shows what needs to change to make it better for those people impacted, but society in general. And the Inquiries Act needs to be changed because, you know, the blood infection scandal, the post office scandal, many other different scandals. We've had these public inquiries. We've had the recommendations, and all those reports are sitting on a shelf. And we are not allowing that to happen with the Act on ICSA campaign that we're involved in, because we truly believe that it's going to drive that foundational cultural change that needs to happen.
Just talk us through, what is groom? What can it look like? How subtle can it be?
If you think of a vulnerable child that isn't coming from a loving, caring household, for example, they're brought up in chaos, and that can be any household throughout, you know, England and Wales, for example, you will look for a sense of belonging. You will look for someone that's going to be kind to you. So you're vulnerable to all of that if you don't get that in your everyday life. So you're going to be seeking out those people that are going to be kind to you, going to be nice to you, going to potentially buy things for you. Not in every case, but in some cases. So you're going to look for love and nurture outside of the family home if you're not getting that. And then that is where grooming can take place, because groomers can seek out those young people because they can see the vulnerability. And if you listen to any sexual offenders that have been caught and convicted, that's what they will tell you. They will look for those children and young people that are vulnerable, that are not getting something in their lives. And that's how a potential perpetrator can access a child or young person.